Hi all, Kieran here again. Hope you're all good. It's a sweltering day here in London. We got to the afternoon now, so hopefully things will cool down a bit. The reason I'm making this video is to talk about preference equality, which is the new version of my utopian scheme, which was originally called strict equality. Basically, I made some videos about 2 years ago about strict equality, and I'll post some links to them. I've also made a website for this preference equality idea. It contains a kind of Wikipedia style introduction to the idea, which I'm pretty happy. I spent quite a lot of time writing it, and there's lots of internal links so you can find out about different aspects of the scheme. I'll roughly summarize it. Basically, the idea, it's very similar to the strict equality, but crucial difference is strict equality was about equalizing three things, which was power, status, and comfort of everybody's lives in society. This new one, preference equality, I'm just equalizing preference satisfaction. So it's a little bit of a nebulous kind of term, but I think we can just about kind of quantify it enough to have that as a law of society. The system should really be called preference satisfaction egalitarianism, but that's a bit too long and cumbersome, so preference equality is the kind of name for the system. So I've also created a website which is supposed to be a kind of group. I'm the only person in the group right now, but in theory it should be a group of people kind of practicing this preference equality. So whenever you devote some time to the group, and the group within the group you can do any project you like. You can make a film, whatever. You can run a business, but it's all got to be done in preference equality. So for each hour you put into the scheme, you're supposed to get the same amount of preference satisfaction as anyone else. In the system generally, if it were practiced across the whole of society, as I dream for it to be, we'd have these things called equality courts, which I explain about in my explanation of it. Basically, it's like a court, except you can take anybody. You can take anybody to court who you think is getting more preference equality, more preference satisfaction out of life than you are. So it doesn't have to be someone you even know. So the idea is this will really level society down to a really equal society, and I believe that people will continue working, and society will continue functioning. So if you want to get involved with this project, I'll put a link to it. I've called the group Petra, which I think is a snappy-ish name for Preference Equality Transition Association. And there's a little added complication that I don't want to let just anybody into the scheme. I've got a kind of elaborate set of rules, but they basically involve you kind of go on a waiting list, and roughly speaking, if you're really sort of high achieving sort of person in the world, then we basically want to have sort of high achieving people and low achieving sort of people in world terms joining in sort of comparable numbers. So roughly speaking, if you might not be allowed to join if you're really low achieving or you're really high achieving, depending on who you've got coming in. It's supposed to be a representative kind of group of people, because I don't want it to be an elitist thing, but I also don't want it to be a kind of thing where the kind of the least achieving people are joining and other people sort of don't want to join. Um, and also we don't improve a lot really if it's all just really high achieving people joining. Then if it's a real success, then it might not prove that it would be a good scheme for the ordinary average sort of people. So anyway, I think that's enough about that. Hope to see you over there on the website maybe. All the best.